People want to see this video, and it's me going over one of my live trades before. Basically, I'm just going to break it down, what I did in this trade, what I'm thinking, and stuff like that. I don't know who this guy is, but can't believe that was me a month ago. But let's get right into the live trading video. Now, our key level is going to be around this 850. 848 was probably an anticipation level from previous price action, but 850 is our key level. That's when I say I'm in and stuff like that. You guys can hear this as well. Now, tape is really slow, and I'm pretty sure I'm already in. I anticipate usually right at the 848, but our main entry is going to be around this 850 level. Red to green, you guys can see the time of sale is starting to speed up a little bit. You guys see it's moving faster than it was below 848. Showing that buyers are starting to be there, but 848 is still holding on that bid. That's what I'm looking at, this 848 on that bid right there. Boom, now we're at this 849. This is what we want to see. We want to see the ask go up and the bid go up. Ask go up, bid goes up. Now we want to wait for 849 to hold on that bid. Now, I don't want to turn this into a time of sales lesson, but this is basically what I'm looking at. Now we're going to wait for this 850 to break. Now I'm screenshotting my percentages. We're probably going to wait for this to pull, or it just keeps going. But 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles in a row. Buyers really have to be there for us to take it like that. Usually we want to wait for a pullback down to 848 and then go. But if buyers are really there, we'll be able to fully get in at this 850 right on this candle. But we usually want to wait this for it to come down a little bit. Just because this is extended. This is like a $8 move almost from there to there. So it's like we're going to have to pull back at some point. You guys just saw a pull back right there. Hopefully it stays like that for the 1 minute. Or just go red to green and just not care what I say. And I'm watching this like how you guys are watching this because I don't even remember this trade. This was like a month or two ago, but it's trying. 849 is still holding on that bid, so that's good as long as it doesn't drop. I'm looking at the bid right now. Now I'm looking at the ask. See, the bid just dropped under that 849. It's probably going to have to retest this 848 and then go. It's a perfect setup. That's exactly what I want to see. 848, then go. We came up $8 already. We need that pullback. Once we get the pullback, smooth sailing from there after, hopefully. 848, red to green. Red to green, then go would be perfect. It's still struggling on the 849. Look at the bids. The bids is on this side. We want to see that hold the 849. Now, first, we need to see the ask hold 849 and then the bids. 848, I want to make sure it holds on the bids or else this is going to fall. 848 is still holding. Red to green, come on. Probably want to wait for this to close red and then go. If this closes red and then goes, is like best scenario. Because if it closes like the previous candle, it looked weird. So I'm glad it just closed like that. Green. You might want to retest 848. Retesting 848. Cannot break that on the bid. 848 is still holding on the bid, which is still making this trade valid. This is literally the pullback that we were looking for, and now we need to bounce on this 848. Looking at the ask to see if it wants to break 849. It's not near it yet, but it will out of nowhere probably. 848 dropped on the bid. Let's see if we can reclaim it real quick before it takes it down. It reclaimed it. It's got to hold 849. Let's find that out on the ask. Still waiting for 849. As you guys can see, the key level, once we find the key level, now we're just looking at the time of sales while we're in the trade. Before we're in the trade and after we're in the trade. All right, now I should go from here. I know I made money on this trade, so I got to go on one of these candles. 849 is holding on that ask, so that's good. Now 849 is holding on the bid. There it goes. Look at the buyers. Like, look at that. I mean, that's a clear, this is why time of sales is goated. You guys see how fast these buyers are coming in, the velocity, see how quick the bid and ask came up. So even if you didn't get in before, perfect entry right there. This is how we literally time our entries perfectly. 850 was our key level. Right as it was approaching that, you could have anticipated that. Boom, you're in. You're already up $1.34 from 850. It's probably like if you got in right here, it's 10% right there automatically. And I just sold on the push, and that's literally it. It's crazy, right? And it's literally all you do is click buttons. Like, people are like, oh, this is too fast. Literally take your mouse, right, and just click it again. You could literally buy and sell like that. But boom, I guess I sold right on that push on 851. I'm up 20%, so boom, sold it like that. And then I go into an explanation on something. All right, so now this is the second trade that I'm gonna go over in this video, and I'm just getting whiter every time. Oh my gosh. All right, 440 to the downside. This is key level we're looking at. Taking this to the downside. The other video was upside. This is downside. No clear anticipation level yet, but you guys can clearly see these sellers are just bringing this thing down depending on how this closes. And we skipped to me entering at this 440. We already came down $1. We're expecting some sort of pullback. It's probably going to pull back to the 20s, then it come down. And if it doesn't, then it's super strong. And it's still going. Retesting 440. I don't know if I'm fully in. I don't think I'm fully in. I think I'm half in so far. So I'm curious when I'm going to get my second entry. But it literally retested 440 and went. This is weak. Perfect. I'm already up 15%. It's crazy. It's still going. So I guess I got fully in once it broke like 90s or something like that. But either way, this is super weak. I thought it was going to go up to the 20s, but it literally came up to the 440 and then just died. So this is clearly weak. Now, this is obviously going to have to come up. Now, what I think is going to happen is we come up, retest 440, and then actually fall. We did retest 440 and then fall, but it's still in the same candle, so it doesn't really like count price action wise. But I would like to see this close red, green candle, retest 440, and then boom, go lower. It's usually what happens, like almost every trade. Right now, I'm not even caring about the time of sales. I'm just waiting for this candle to close and then either keep going, retest 440, and then keep going, or stop me out somehow if it goes above the 440. But see how it's starting to slow down at the 60s area? It could potentially keep going, but there's only so much more room it has. Like, this could potentially go to the 50s, and I could either decide to fully sell once it breaks the 50s, because I do not feel like being in it where it goes up and then comes back down again. Like, I'm already up 12, 13%. I could just cut it there. And by the time it gets to the 50s, maybe I'm up 15, 20%. So it's like, it's not worth it for an extra 5% to wait another 20 minutes. There's the upside, so now we're waiting. It's probably going to test this 90s to 440 area and then come down. Or if it goes green or red on this candle, it'll be nice too. Green or red, so obviously sellers are there, but you can see it's starting to slow down there. So if we get another push, I'm probably looking to sell like that. If we get that 50s push, that's most likely, I'd bet money on it that's where I'm looking to sell. $50s, because see how slow it is? It's slowing like 2 cents, 1 cent. Like, once that 50s break, I'm like going to be out. It's not worth it. Ready? And I'm up 18%. If I don't sell here, it's stupid. Sell it. All right. So we sold on the 50s break right there. Gave it a second because I guess I sold at time of sales. Absolutely exploded into the downside. Another 20 cents. I'm up 23% on that. Boom. Just like that. Literally a 3-4 minute trade, and we're done. And those are the two trades that it is literally not, I'm not going to say it's that easy, but like, you'll be able to get to a point where you're able to make it that easy. Like, I'm probably making it sound like it's so simple, and I mean, I'm glad that I'm able to make it simple, because a lot of people, like, they don't understand that you can make trading this simple, but it takes a lot of work to be able to make it this simple. A lot of people do like way too much, and it's just like, you're doing all that and you're not even profitable, or you're barely profitable. Like, don't let this simple, I mean, it's not even simple because of the time of sales, but like, don't let this approach outpace people that are doing way more, looking at the cycles, looking at the moon phases, whatever y'all are doing, and I'm making way more percentage in like 3 minutes. So this is honestly like the best approach that I have been using for 6-7 years almost, and it works every single time. 87% win rate. Plan works phenomenal, and this has made me the most amount of money trading wise. So to break it down in the most simplest terms, time of sales, stop trading like an emotional rabbit, be confident in your plan, and know that you could potentially lose before you enter the trade, which will help you know and realize that there could potentially be a trade that you're taking a loss on, and where are you going to stop out at. Stop out where you're going to stop out at, because a lot of people don't, and move on to the next trade instead of getting emotional, because you got to be that confident in your plan. And losses, okay, I take a loss. All right, well, the next one could be green, and if it's not, then we move on to the next one. But I know if I keep my losses small, I never on this channel lost 23%. I just made 23% on this trade. That's at least a 1 to 2 risk reward, but I don't even lose 10%. I lose around -5, -8%. So I literally could take losses for days, and I don't care. I mean, it might impact me negatively if I'm taking it for like a week straight, but like, I mean, the principle is there. My risk reward is what makes this strategy so much better. I literally have a 1 to 3 risk reward. I mean, you can't beat it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next trade. Peace.